Hello, my name is James Kosaba, and I work in the project administration group. And today we're going to talk about how to add a cost estimate to a particular project or concept using a CSV import process in Ashtonware project. So let's go ahead and see how we can do this. Let's ensure we're using the right role. Today, for this demonstration, I'm going to use the CTDOT estimation role. For consultant designers, y'all will use the CTDOT non-age estimation role. So the first step is to navigate to our project. I'll click on the pre-construction projects hyperlink here. I'm using the 0777 project as a demonstration. So let's click on that project. We're going to navigate to the cost estimates for this project. Click on the left-hand column on cost estimates to show the cost estimates here. We have 5 cost estimates already added to this project, so we'll see them here listed. And what we're going to do today is we're going to use the data loader import process to take that CSV file that we have off to the side with all of our item data and our category data, project data, or concept data, and we're going to take that CSV file and import it to this particular project. So the first step we want to do is navigate to our cost estimating website. So I already have that open up top here. So I'm going to open up the website, and this is where users will go to download the CSV file template. Right here we have our cost estimate import template in CSV format, so this is where you'll download that. I have it already downloaded here on the side. I'm going to bring it over to the screen here. And let's open up this CSV file. All right, it's opening up on the other screen. Let me drag it over. So we need to, let's open up, make these columns visible here. So format cells, auto fit column width. So this is showing all of the data that we need for this import file to assign, to create, I should say, a new cost estimate for this project. So one of the important things we need to remember here is that we're going to create a new cost estimate name. We're going to, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be the 6th cost estimate because we already have a 5th in there. So we're going to add cost estimate number 6, and each row is a separate pay item. So we'll see that in a second. Let's copy this. We're going to make these all cost estimate 6. Sorry about that. Copy. Paste. There's cost estimate number 6. And let's just say, change this to cost estimate number 6. Change the description. So let's copy the description. Paste. So the cost estimate name is all the same, number 6, and the description was changed also to number 6. So we have to next ensure that this cost estimate is assigned to the proper project, and this was the project that we selected earlier, if you recall. And if there was a concept instead of a project that users wanted to assign this cost estimate to, this is where you would enter in the concept ID. We always want to ensure that Spec Book 11 is used, which is our English items. And since this cost estimate does not have any categories, we want to add new categories to this cost estimate. So we will normally use 80/20 or 100% state, or whoever the funding is for these particular cost estimates. That's where we want to enter in the category names. So we typically like to use 0001 for an 80/20 funding, 0002 for 100% state, so we can actually go in and change one of these to 100% state, and this will create a separate category for this funding phase. We have our ref item numbers, our description, and our quantities. The unit prices and extended amounts, as well as supplemental descriptions for now, can be left blank. The system will calculate the unit prices as well as the extended amounts when we go in and price individual items or price all items. Designers can also come in here and enter in, this has to be entered in exactly. The way that it's entered here with 2 asterisks space, see special provision space, 2 asterisks. If it's not entered this way, users will receive an error. So here's what we have for our data loader. Our template information's been modified. So we're going to have a new cost estimate assigned to this project with the 06 prefix here and a new description. So let's save this. That's saved. I'm going to minimize. And let's go through the process of importing that CSV file we just modified. So go back to AWP. So from this screen, we can go to the Global Actions menu. We can import a file. We're going to select the file that we just modified. And that's here. This is the file that we were working on. I'm going to open up this guy here. The default options here are add, update existing records, and ignore blank fields. That's what we want. So we're going to come and click the import button. And we can see the process history by clicking the Global Actions dropdown, open process history. We can see what's running, and our process is still running. And it's completed. Go to the recent filter, and here is our successful CSV cost estimate import. So let's go take a look at it on the project side. So we'll go back to the cost estimate project, cost estimate summary. Click on cost estimates. And here we have our cost estimate number 6 with the modified description. So let's click on this guy, take a look at the items and categories. If you remember or recall that I had modified the category in the cost estimate and created a new state-funded category, 100% state-funded category. So that'll be shown in here. We have our 2 categories. So let's go to the item pricing worksheet and take a look at those items. And here are our items that we added to the cost estimate from that CSV import template. So what's nice about this is it gives users an alternate way to import a cost estimate into a project. Users can use this process as well as manually entering items directly in Astroware Project. So it's just another tool for folks to use when entering in cost estimate information. So now users can add items manually to this cost estimate and begin the unit pricing process. So that's primarily all I have to show about the import process, cost estimate import process. Thank you for listening, and thank you.